we have the human capital, we're at 59%. Just a quick glimpse, ladies and gentlemen, and I may not be able to do this much, but some of the projects which have been moving much of this line into the good percentage and achievements that we have. Very, very quickly, the SGR, Mombasa Naivasha, which is still also in process, the Nairobi Expressway, the Lamu ports, the 3 berths, and the associated projects. From the economic pillar, the deepened capital markets, that we have digital payment systems, the regional financial hub, and especially the special economic zones that we've had. In the social pillar, the health infrastructure, universal healthcare reforms, which have been happening, the social protection funds, and growth of TVETs. Political pillar, we have discussed that. There is details for each flagship project program that we can actually offer the evidence of how this got to happen and where it is at this point. I want to quickly go through this so that you get to see some of the key components. Political pillar, devolution, 89%, national values, governance, rule and law at 81% to get that aggregate. The enablers, pillars, we can see how we got that, and in each of that, we have the breakdown of the project underneath. The social pillar, again, you have the health right at the top with much of the reforms that we have had in the health sector. The economic pillar, do not want to go much into detail on that at this point, but the outcomes, and very, very key here, there has been outcomes in each flagship project that we do, and we've been tracking that. The real GDP growth, the target, like we said, it was 10%. We have fallen short of that. It's been ranking between 4.5%, 4.6%. But nevertheless, as we know, and also our cabinet secretary has been talking much about this, we've been very resilient, and much of the reforms are kind of showing some of the good progress. One of my favorite indicators is the Human Development Index. The Kenya Vision 2030 has been about transformation, and the transformation is about which human being are you transforming and to what measure? What kind of prosperity is it? So the Human Development Index, we don't do it ourselves. The United Nations does it, and that's how we rank it. We are at 6 out of 1. We are doing good. Ladies and gentlemen, I will just jump over to a last one here to say this. The Vision 2030 has changed the country. It is evidence, it is not talk. Today, as we speak, we've been talking to the Kenyan people in the last 1 month or so, and to talk and to simply listen. And one good example that came up was very, very simple. Dangote today will not say he wants to go to Lamu and put in that sort of investment if it was not the Kenya Vision 20 LAPSSET project which was done, for us to be believed outside of here, for it to guide policy, for it to have believability. And so through that, it's an example that we have across all other projects. Kenya is not just Kenya for us. Kenya is a place for the world because of our global location. And because of that, they need to see evidence of a plan, and I think this is what we have. And so, ladies and gentlemen, just to finish, on our end and our call to you has been to simply have the discussion or begin a discussion of beyond 2030. The Constitution calls that we do that. Our calendar tells us that we do that. And the time is now between the month of July and August. So we're very, very happy that we get to start this process together. I thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. To Bwana Emmanuel Nzai, the chair of the Kenya Vision 2030 Delivery Board. Now, it was just a snapshot, and it's information that we have available publicly.